It's almost 9 o'clock, it's a little bit different coming at you from this hour of the evening, but my herd test results came through today, which was in the last video. Here they are here, it's probably a little bit hard to see. I've printed out the list of the sow count here so that these are the animals ranked from the highest. So this 150, I know she had a little bit of mastitis, hers is at 9 million, so she's going to be culled. It's been 1 million whole way through the season. She would have got dry cow last year and it just hasn't worked, so she needs to go 111. She's been sitting pretty low, like in the single digits almost, and this one it's 4 million, so I need to treat her in the morning. Again, another high cell count cow. She can go 229, she's a cull, she can go. Another high one throughout the thing, 14, she's got Staph, she can go. 131, she's empty, she's got a high cell count there, she can go. And 50, same thing, she can go. There's my 6 culls for the morning, 2, 4, 6. So I'd pretty much already penciled them in that they were going to go, but now that I can see this, they're all millionaires pretty much, except for that last one, which is borderline. And then there's just a few cows here that I need to check. It's a little bit dark this morning, you won't be able to see much. Cows are coming to the shed, but I want to show you this cool feature that I've got with halter. So what I can do is go into my app, I can go to the mob highs, that's the one I want to go, options, trigger LED, and select the ones that I want to trigger. So 14, she was one of the culls, 50, 131, 229. So there's my 6 selected next, and I can choose the colour that I want to trigger on the collar. So I'm going to just trigger the red one. Trigger LED. Hopefully the camera can pick it up, but here is one of those cull cows. See the light flashing red? You can see them flashing away now. There's the red one over there. Here's a red one here. I'll take these off. What I've also done too though is that I have turned some on green like this one here. All the ones that had the high cell counts that I need to check and run through the Mastitis are green, all the culls are red. How good is that? Looks alright, they all look fine. I'm going to test this quarter right here though. Because it's a little bit lighter than the other side. She might have staph. Give it a wipe. Contaminate the sample. Wipe the teat in. Pretty clean teat this one. 111 left hind. There's a little bit of red sky out there this morning, but that's what will happen at mating time. So anything that's on heat, the light will flash red, and that's how you can pick them then. So that'll actually make things way better. Normally we go in front and pick the cows out. We don't have an auto drafter, so that little light feature is awesome. Just something little, but it makes a big difference. They're pretty easy to see in the dark, but they're also pretty easy to see when it's light like this as well. Clearly visible. Rightio girl, what is going on here? See that light quarter right there? See it's not even? So I would be keen just to test that quarter. It could be another staph case. Looks alright. Pretty clean again. They're not too bad at this time of the year. You just want to get everything away from the teat end. If I did get a little bit of muck in there or a little bit of poo fell in from the teat, then it like cross-contaminates the sample and you don't get a true reading. 204 right hind. So that is a very cool little feature, turning the lights on to be able to do it like that. And I think they have 4 colours. There's the blue, yellow, green and red. So at mating time, anything that comes on heat will flash up red, and then we can just go through and pick them up like this. So we do that anyway. Got to find tag numbers, but just with the lights makes it so much easier. One little gripe I do have though is that there's no light bar on this side. It's only on the right side there. When you're walking up the cows from this angle, you can't see the light. Although I'm pretty sure that there's a new generation of collar coming out. These are I'm pretty sure these are Gen 4 collars, and the 5th one is coming out soon, and it has 2 lights, so one either side, which would be brilliant. Not that I'll get it, but this will be fine for us. It's working so far. Right, there's 1, 2, oh, they're pretty much all on this row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Die's already turned up. It's like 8:15. She's a little bit early, but that doesn't matter. I went down and seen her and she said, sweet ass, happy to wait. 5. I've actually had a real bad problem this year. So all these cows that are painted blue, or it's sort of faded, I pop them up and I can't really see them, but they're all the cows that have had staph. And staph's a real horrible mastitis bug that is spread from cow to cow. It's Staph aureus. So I've had quite a few cases. This is the best way to limit them, to draft them out every day and run them around at the end so they can't pass it on to another cow. See, this is one of the culls here. She's had it one of her quarters. Can treat them if they're like a nice young good cow, I will, and the best time to do that is at dry cow. So they need a long break with long dry cow and it should work hopefully, which I'll do to a few of them. Most of them will just be culls. Like this one here, she's not getting culled today, but she will at some point. One, two, not you, not you. I need to order another one of these declaration books. I don't think I've got too many left actually. The last row's just walking down the hill now, so it should be enough of a gap to let these others go. I've been down, set the yard up, just run them straight on now. Look at the dust. When's this rain gonna come? Straight in. Come on you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, away you go. Come on, straight in-ish. Here we go, third time lucky. Don't go under it. Perfect. Perfect. Come on, you.
Up! You go, girl.
Oh, it's good to get rid of them. Shouldn't, well, be interesting to see what the sow count does now. We're not going to know, obviously, from this morning's pick up, but from tomorrow, maybe it'll drop a little bit. They're all millionaires pretty much, so like to think it'll have an effect. Probably should have booked a few more in, maybe gone 8 or 10, but at least it's a start. I can send some more off next week, no trouble. I said to Di before, you're pretty busy at the moment with cull cows, and she said, no, not really, it's not too bad, which surprises me. With how dry it is, I guess, with it being such a good payout, everyone is just holding them and trying to milk them through till we get that autumn rain, or summer rain. That was lucky. I almost forgot about these. Right hind, left hind. I usually go in order of that numbers, numerical order. Left hind. Start. Morning now, and results have come back. For 3 of them, I'm still waiting on an email for one. This girl here, number 111. Hers has come back as other gram-positive bacteria, unspecified. So treatment recommendation intracillin. It's not staph, which is good. Real left. Let's get this into here. I need to wash the cups out. Three of them have come back, but one hasn't. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer. But what I've done is I've triggered the LEDs again on the two that have. One 109 and 108. Not in here by the look of it. Both their ones have come back the same. It's actually CNS, which is Coagulus negative Staphylococcus. Jeepers, it's a long word. That just pretty much means it has got staph too. So those cows will need to be marked and they will need to be milked last because they've got that contagious mastitis, which sucks. It's not what you want to see, but good that we picked it up. She gets blue. That's your typical sign of it though, is when a quarter goes light like that. That's just what happens, unfortunately. Here's one of the girls here. She's got blue on her. She's got staph, so you just need to draft her out like that. She hasn't been milked. She will get milked at the end. I guess I could put them in their own mob, but the reason I'm not is just because I don't really have a lot of grass. Well, I don't have any grass at the moment, it's so dry. And I don't have enough space around the shed here, like little paddocks to put them in. Plus, with it being so dry, it's good because they can come onto the feed pad, they can get their maize and PK on there with this herd plus the silage as well, and it's just a lot less work. So I don't mind drafting them out. It is what it is. Hasn't been too bad so far. Last of the cows are in there, and then all these girls here, they'll get run in behind them. Before I got rid of those others, I'd had to put some on that side too, so this is pretty handy. Finishing a little bit earlier. Which one are you? 120. You should hold them there. Don't worry about putting the bar up. The other thing with staph is that you just can't tell they've got it either. A lot of them don't show any signs of it, like their milk's not any different than any of the other quarters. Looks the same. It's not clumpy or lumpy. You can see quarters go light on cows, or you either see it in the cell count. That's the two easiest ways to pick up on it. That's a bit strange. That last result came through like an hour after the other three, which came through pretty quick. But it's come back as a CNS and also strep uveris. So I'm not too worried about strep, but because it's got the CNS, it's like contradicting itself. Well, that's what I think. And treatment recommendation is contact your vet. So I'll have to ask them about that. I'm not quite sure what to give it there. These flashing lights from those cull cows, those are gone off. I'm pretty sure it only goes for like 4 hours. I'm pretty sure Stacey also said that when the cows are on heat, the lights will only come on when they're activated to come to the shed, and then once they get from the shed to that new break, they'll turn off once they get there. So I'm not quite sure if it's the same with turning those LED lights on, whether they got 4 hours or they go off once they get to the break, but these are off anyway. And to store them, they just need to go in a dark place and they will shut off automatically. Just like so. I am interested to see what the cell count's going to do now that those cows are out. All the milk in the vat should be good, except that one with the high cell count won't be in tomorrow, so that'll make even more of a difference. Fast forward a few days, I've actually been over at Tauranga and the Mount. It's actually quite nice getting off farm for a little bit over there by the beach. Had a Dairy Industry Awards meeting, or committee meeting over there, and Nationals aren't too far away, which is exciting. So did that cell count make a difference? Yes, is the simplest answer of the day. So it was sitting at about 160, 170, and the first day after we got rid of those cows, well, since they weren't in the vat, it dropped down to about 110, then 120. So it did make a difference, and then it slightly climbed because there's been a cow in the herd that's had mastitis. So today's or last night's pickups dropped back down to 120. Hopefully it sits about there. Those Mastitis samples as well. So I actually spoke to Rebecca about them. The one that I wasn't sure about, and it said contact your vet. She said just treat it with penicillin, that'd be sweet. The other CNS ones, I actually took a sample into the vets for them to culture it. One of them came back as sweet as, it didn't have any staph on it. She couldn't find any, which is a good thing. The other one was a bit of a blotched sample, I don't know why, so I've dropped another one in there this morning, as well as another cow. We'll have to run that test again and see if it picks up anything. And the other two I obviously treated. I've also booked in another 6 cows to go to the works on Tuesday next week. It is still dry, still haven't had any rain. We're almost going on 2 months without sort of significant rain. And I mean, we've had the odd bit where we've had 5 mils. We had a day where we got 15 and then it blew like crazy and just sucked it all out the next day. So yeah, significant rainfall, almost 2 months dry. That is a long period, and it's only getting tougher. There's a little bit forecast for next week, but I feel like we'll be lucky if we got enough. At the moment, or that's the lever I'm pulling, it's probably also quite a good chance for me to get rid of these cull cows, which have got these high cell counts and stuff like that. Just go through and take them out, which, yeah, it's not a bad thing at the end of the day. But that'll pretty much wrap it up for this video, guys. There's not a heap going on at the moment, so there's not a lot to film, but hopefully soon there should be a few things happening. But until then, see you next time.